So, guys, welcome back to Red Manx TV. And you know what time it is? It's the news time when I talk all things Manchester United and talk to you guys about the latest news going around the club, transfers, our own players, and just stuff around that who we're linked with. So, a few stories coming out today. But first of all, I want to thank you guys for getting me to 2.8k. It's not so long ago. We were at 2.5k, and now we're at 2.8. So it does show we're growing here. And, we just got to keep it up, guys. Get me to 3K when we can. I know it's still like 200 subs off, so it may take a while. But as soon as we get there, it's another massive milestone reach for this channel. So keep on doing that, guys. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think of all these stories. So make sure to drop a like, tune in, and, get your questions in as well. And I'll be sure to answer anything you guys put in. And let's start off, guys, because, of course, the title of the video today is all about Andre Silva being our backup plan for Haaland, and I'll tell you guys now that that is not true. Thankfully, it is not true. I just wanted to see your guys' opinions on this and get your opinions on Andre Silva, but it is not true. Coming out, Christian Falk said Man United have not contacted Andre Silva for a transfer as a plan B for Erling Haaland, and he goes on to say, on Andre Silva to Man U, that's not true. I've asked around. The rumours come from England. There's absolutely nothing to it yet. Maybe they'll make it at some point, but so far there's been no contact. So, what's up, bro? What's up, Prince J, mate? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming along, mate. We're chatting all things Manchester United. So that's what he said. And then he continued to talk about the Haaland situation, but it does show that when the reporters are looking at replacements, suggesting the Silva rumours, Man United have already moved from Haaland off a bit. I don't think they're that far into the race for him. So that's also interesting, guys. Colin Knight says Andre Silva is not good for BPL. Yes, mate, but thankfully the rumours are not true. So, we can all, relax a bit because, if he was our replacement, then, how far has this club fallen? Because Haaland, Silva, like, come on. But yeah, they're the rumours coming out, guys. So it does suggest that we are going off the Haaland deal a bit. We're not, right in the race like some other teams. Well, developments may take place. So we'll have to see what happens there. But that's really interesting, guys. Get your thoughts in on Andre Silva anyway, because, he is putting up some good numbers in the Bundesliga this season. But I don't think he'd be the right fit for Manchester United right now, considering we need a striker, a reliable one who can score goals. What's about Varane? I'll get on to that in a minute, mate. But get your thoughts on about Andre Silva. But yeah, I have some big news on Varane and some obviously big news coming out for Haaland and potentially Mbappe and Kane. So it shocked me, and I think it's a massive way off. But yeah, but let's go on to the Varane news, guys. If my laptop would want to work. Can I get that? Yeah, there you go. And it's coming out from Laurie Whitwell as part of The Athletic. He says, to be fair, if I was Haaland, I wouldn't head United yet. I'd stay in Germany for another season. Yeah, I mean, he is in for a big move. He does deserve a big move. And I think there's a lot of teams looking for him right now and wanting his signature. And I think Manchester United will be one of those clubs alongside PSG, alongside teams of that caliber, to be honest, who are going to pay him a lot of money and are ready to bring in another striker. And if you think of PSG, they've got Mbappe. So will Haaland want to go to PSG? I don't think so. At Manchester United, he will get the first spot. Martial isn't on form. Cavani's getting old now, and he'd be the perfect fit for us. But there's still many other teams in for him. Chelsea might be potentially in for him as well. But yeah, the Varane news is coming out from him, who's very reliable and has links with Manchester United, saying about Real Madrid's difficulty in tying Varane down to a new contract could present opportunity to Manchester United in their centre-back search. There are some who also, that's all it is, really. That's all the news I've got for Varane. So it's still Real Madrid, struggling to tie down Varane to a new contract. And the more and more, like every single day, it's getting tougher for Real Madrid to tie him down. And just eventually you do feel that, they're just going to let him go and see what they can offer to him. Which striker would be your first choice? Well, I think I answered this like maybe yesterday in this live video or latest news or the day before. And it would definitely be Haaland for me. I think that's our number one target. And the way he's performing right now, he could be the future of Manchester United and the world. He could be the next him and Mbappe could be the next Messi and Ronaldo. You never know, do you? With the way they're performing right now, you wouldn't bet against it, would you? So, I think Haaland definitely needs to be our number one striker in the summer. And we definitely do need a striker, considering that Martial is not on form right now. He doesn't look like to be improving. And then you've got Cavani, he's a very good striker. He knows where to be. He knows where the goal is, but he is getting quite old now. And I think, he won't be able to play every single game for Manchester United, will he? So, yeah, I do think we need to bring in a striker. If it's Haaland, then it's Haaland, isn't it? But it still seems a way off. And I think Manchester United are always in for these big players. The Arsenal answers, I know it isn't United, but thoughts on that penalty decision to Pepe? Yeah, I'll quickly answer that, mate. But yeah, same thing again, mate. Really, really strange, isn't it? I feel in a normal way, like if the handball rule wasn't as biased as it is right now, I do feel that that's never a penalty. But with the rules, that are now, and like anything that touches a hand and that is a penalty, it's got to be given a penalty for me. But you should have won that game anyway. To level with Ronaldo and Messi, they'd have to score 45 goals every season for a couple of years. I don't think Haaland wants to come to us, says Calvin United. I don't feel, maybe he doesn't. I think, he has that connection with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which may help. Because they know each other well. And I think, if anyone's going to bring him in, it will be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But, yeah, I think, if he wants Champions League football, if he wants to go and win stuff, then he's got to wait a few more years to come to Manchester United, because we don't like winning anything in the next coming years, do we, with the team we are now? Same with the Greenwood Cho one, Stonewall penalty. Yeah, mate, it's similar, isn't it? So, yeah, I do agree with that, mate. Thank you for coming along, mate. He says, 45 goals for him. Yeah, I think if he does that for a few seasons, then you never know. But I don't think right now he's capable of that, if I'm being totally honest. But if he keeps on going how he is now, and I don't know what his goal tally is in Bundesliga and the Champions League, or his combined goals in all competitions, I do think it's quite good at the moment. But other saying that, Dortmund haven't been playing that well recently, have they? I know they've gone back on track a bit, but they've been, I think they're like 6th, 7th in the Bundesliga table, aren't they? Something like that. Still struggling. So, well, have to see what happens there. But definitely, if they don't get top 4, I do feel Haaland will go, because he definitely doesn't deserve to play in Europa League football. Neither will Sancho, So if Dortmund, it could be worrying times for Dortmund and their players if they don't manage to get Champions League football. So that will be interesting. But yeah, that's the news, guys. A bit of news on Varane. But the big news which I want to talk about today, which is coming out, is from Laurie Whitwell as well, of course. Same person who leaked who put out this Varane news earlier. He says about, let me find it. It's some really good news as well. It's really just gotta find it here. I've lost it. Pick one: Sancho, Rice, and Varane to sign this summer. Sancho, Rice, or Varane? Varane, mate. Varane. We need a centre back. We do need it. If you offered me bloody Tyrone Mings right now, I'm joking. I wouldn't take that. I would never take Tyrone Mings. Don't be silly. I'm trying to find this Varane news for you that was coming out earlier. Yeah, here it is. Here it is from Laurie Whitwell. But I'll answer the questions first, guys. Prince says, no way Haaland comes to us unless it's money motivated. Makes no sense to choose United over others. Yeah, mate, I agree with you there. Like with other teams, in Champions League positions right now. I know we're in Champions League position, but there's no guarantee we're going to get it yet. And he probably wants to win something, doesn't he? If he wants to win a Champions League, if he wants to win a league or any cups like that, don't go to Manchester United. But yeah, even if we did get in, I think it'd be a massive, massive buy if we could bring him in. But yeah, it's up to him, really. I don't know what he would prefer, to be honest. Arsenal says, thoughts on Europa League this season? Thoughts on Europa League? Are you on about Manchester United Europa League or just overall? And then what's about Sancho and right wing and Greenwood in the box? What are you about there, mate? What's about Sancho and right wing and Greenwood in the box? I'm not sure what you mean there, Calvin, mate. Put it in again and I'll try and understand. But yeah. But yeah, the biggest news coming out today, guys, which shocked me, to be honest, was from Laurie Whitwell as well. He says, Erling Haaland is a prime target for Manchester United. So that already is suggesting he's a priority, which is pretty good news if you ask me, because we're targeting him to bring him in. As in, who do you think will win it, underdogs, etc.? Well, mate, who do I think will win it, mate? There's still a lot. I'm not going to predict anyone yet because there's still a lot of teams in it. It's still in the round of 16, but there's some strong shouts for Tottenham, some strong shouts for maybe United, maybe Arsenal at a push. But even if I say I want any team to win it, I don't mind who wins it. But if Arsenal or Spurs won against us to win it, I'd be quite frustrated. But I can't call it right now, mate. I really can't call it. But yeah, I'm suggesting he is a priority for Manchester United, Haaland, and Manchester United could be in the conversation for Kylian Mbappe. Think what you want to think about that. Should in a conversation for Mbappe, should Paris Saint-Germain fail to win the Champions League? So that's really interesting, to be honest, because of course PSG have gone to the Champions League. I think they got Champions League semi-final, final last season. Did they? I'm not too sure. I think it was last season or was the season before that. They beat someone to go into the final, was it? I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's really big news. And also, at the end of that, he states that Harry Kane is also admired. And for me, I know Kane's brilliant. Fantastic striker, scores goals. But for me, I don't think he should come to Manchester United. I just don't think he's what Manchester United need. I really don't. Yeah, they got to a final, didn't they? Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, I don't think Harry Kane is what Manchester United needs, guys. I really don't think it is. But yeah, that's really interesting because that's coming from someone who has links with Manchester United, and he's very reliable with what he states. So with Haaland being the prime target, with the conversation, and also Mbappe and Kane being in the conversation, then that's really interesting. And he states that Manchester United will try and make one marquee signing and another if we get some players out the window. So that's also really interesting as well, because we don't know how many transfers we're going to bring in, how many marquee signings we're going to bring in this summer. So him suggesting that, we're probably going to get one, a potential second if we get a few players out the window, could be big news for Manchester United. So, that's another really interesting topic to talk about because, who do you go for? Haaland, Mbappe, Harry Kane. There's so many players out there, top quality players that could easily, come into this Manchester United squad right now. So, yeah, get your thoughts on them three guys. Who would be best Manchester United? But Prince said last season lost to Bayern. Yeah, I remember that now. I was confident in that, but yeah. There's also a bit of news coming out as well on the Inter situation, which I talked about a few days ago about them owing us. The links to Lautaro Martinez are intriguing. Manchester United have not dismissed that report, and Inter Milan are having issues over the payments for Lukaku, and Lautaro could provide a lower cost solution up front. Take one player from Arsenal, Leicester, and Wolves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Arsenal, Partey right now. I think he'd come into our team quite easily. I think he'd be a great asset to our team. So definitely Thomas Partey from Arsenal. Think about this, not dissing Arsenal, but there's not too many quality players in that side who I'd bring in to Manchester United. Of course, Aubameyang, who's been a bit unreliable recently. Lacazette, I know he's scored a lot of goals, but I don't think he's Manchester United level. And the level is not that high at Manchester United right now, is it? Considering that we're struggling to win all our top 6 games, so and we need a striker, don't we? So yeah, probably Partey from Arsenal. From Leicester, I would probably take Ndidi, and from Wolves, I want to take Semedo. Not gonna lie, I want to take Semedo, maybe Neto or someone like that. Someone like that. We were linked with Jimenez as well a while back, like last summer, but. Yeah, I wouldn't take him right now. But yeah, them two really. So Neto or Semedo, Ndidi, and Partey. But yeah, guys, as I said, that news coming out about Inter, about Lautaro Martinez could provide a lower cost solution up front. So with all this situation going on about Inter struggling to pay off that fee for Lukaku, could we actually see a deal for a player come in to lower the cost? And it'd be very interesting to see. I think it's a load of bull, but It might be interesting, if that story develops, I'll have news on it. But, get your thoughts on that. Prince James says, we need a new manager and coaches before we can get more players. 100% agree with you there, mate. The cycle will just continue if we are still playing this bad football. I see what you mean, mate. Yes, Manx. What's up, TK, mate? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming along, mate. We need a new... Yeah, I've just read that. And the thing about that, mate, I know it's going to be the same cycle, but if you get a manager again, we bring in a new manager, say, in the summer and take away Ole after he's had such a... it's been a good season, but it could have been better. We could have been challenging with City if we hadn't made so many mistakes and we dropped so many points and had so many crap performances recently. But if you bring a new manager in, it's going to be the same cycle of that. We're going to have to buy the players, bring in the players which he wants, which we know the board doesn't do, and the board doesn't really back the manager that often. I don't remember the last manager he did back, to be honest. Predictions for the City game, I've gone like 2-0 City, 3-0 City. I have zero confidence going into that game against City, and I don't think we'll play to win that game. I hope we do. I hope that changes. I hope we do. I hope I do get surprised, but it'll be really interesting. So I'll have to see what happens with that game, but it's a derby game, isn't it? So we'll have to see what happens. No, Saka, I think he'd solve your right-wing issues. I mean, don't get me wrong. Saka's been an amazing youngster this season. He's been really good, hasn't he, for Arsenal? And you have to appreciate him, really, haven't you? But another great youngster coming up. But I think he solved our right-wing issues. I don't think so, mate. I really don't think so. Because, we have Diallo now, who could potentially be a similar player to Saka, around the same age, I think. And they play the same position. So we'll have to see what happens with Diallo in the future. But I'll have to see what happens there. But what else did he say? But yeah, as I said, we'll have to get the manager in, and have to change a lot. So I'll just stick with Ole for now. I'm not Ole out right now. I think he's doing all right, but we just have to see what happens and see what develops in the future. But TK says predictions. Just read that. No VDB, no Pogba. Yeah, I know, mate. VDB wouldn't play anyway, so just get that away. But Pogba's injured, and I think that's a massive blow for us as well. Prince says Partey, Pereira, and Neto. Yeah, really interesting, mate. Pereira, I think it'd be a great signing. DDG or Henderson. David De Gea, mate. I've stuck behind David De Gea, and I think there's a massive agenda against him and against our foreign players at Manchester United. Every time in the press, it's all about De Gea, all about Pogba, and it's never about Maguire. It's never about Rashford. There's a massive agenda against our foreign players. That needs to stop. But the Arsenal answer says, who's this player you'd like to sell who's a player you'd like to sell the most at Manchester United? Well, right now, mate, I'll just sell Donny van de Beek, because, a lot of money for a player that's just going to sit on the bench and not even play for Manchester United. And yes, you may be a key part to Manchester United in the future, but right now, there's no point just him sitting on the bench. It's a waste of money. Who else do I want to sell? Lindelof, potentially. Obviously, we're not going to sell Maguire, although I'd want to. We're not going to sell him. And we're not going to sell any of our defence, really. Potentially Henderson, and if he doesn't get that number one spot. I don't think any of the front three will go. Cavani might end up leaving and not triggering his extra year. McTominay and Fred, I think they're going to stay. Matic potentially might leave. You don't know what happened. Of course, we probably do need to get a few players out. Phil Jones is still registered as a Manchester United player, and he still is. It was just shocking. So is Mata, so is James. So there's a few players that we probably could send off in the summer on loan or away to different teams. But yeah, that's going to be the news today, guys. Thank you all for coming along. Make sure to get your thoughts in about all the stories I've been telling you guys about, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be happy. I'll be here for a watch along as well, so you'll be able to go along with me if you want. I'd much appreciate it. But yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on all the stories coming out. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe down below to Red Manx TV. Turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys for a watch. So actually, there's one more comment. I think we just need a good tactical manager. I believe our team is way better than the football we see on a weekly basis. Yeah, mate, I agree. I think a lot of players on that team we have right now are top quality and could do better with a better manager. But we can't really talk about manager situation right now because we do know if he keeps that top 4 spot, he is going to stay. And Ed Woodward has already said there's much progress under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so there's no time soon that he will go. I think it might be a good idea if he did and bring in a better manager to compete. But other than that, guys, I don't think he will. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys for watch along tomorrow. Man City, Man United. Let's hope we can pull something out of the bag.